Today we're going to be looking at the best blue creatures for less than $5. I know I'm a merfolk player, but big shout out to Svelun of Sea and Sky. Look, it's a 3/4 creature for 3 mana, and when it attacks, not when it deals damage, when she attacks, you get to draw a card. Now, this is mostly for the merfolk players, but what if you're playing a changeling deck? You can put this thing in a changeling deck because it says Svelun of Sea and Sky has indestructible as long as you control 2 other merfolk or 2 other changelings, which basically also count as merfolk. And by the way, can protect your changelings. Other merfolk you control have Ward 1. A lot of abilities. Yes, Epic Nate has got to be mono blue. One day we'll do a show for the multicolored. Right now, just the monocolored. Oh boy, with Phantasmal Image. A very versatile card. This thing is just under like $5. It's really, really strong. 2 mana. It's a 2 mana clone. You can clone anything on the board, but there is a catch, and it is a big catch. And the catch is that whenever it's targeted by anything, it's gonna have to be sacrificed. There is a really weird rule because it says you may have Phantasmal Image enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's an illusion in addition to its other types, and has, when this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. That still applies even if it turned into a land. Like, so for example, let's say I cloned a creature land, and then at end of turn, it's no longer a creature and it's a land. If you target that land with anything, it still pops and explodes. It's in the rules. It's weird. It's one of those things where even if you're reading the card, if you don't know the rules deep enough, you don't know how this thing works. It's very bizarre. So just target the land with like a Richmond port, and then Phantasmal Image goes poof. Okay, next we've got Marcio with Octavia. Living Thesis. Oh my goodness, we got an octopus. I personally I love squid. I like eating squid up. I haven't eaten a whole lot of octopus myself, but squid I'm a huge fan of. It's for 10 mana. It's an 8/8 elemental octopus. The spell costs 8 or less to cast if you have 8 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, which by the way, for the blue decks, that's like nothing. You know, in a few turns, they could self-mill themselves into 1,000,000 cards into the graveyard. Ward 8! That's insane. Ward 8 basically just says, you're not going to have enough mana to destroy my creature. Just give up. Don't worry. Don't worry about killing it. You're not going to. It also has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, target creature has base power and toughness 8/8 until end of turn. You know what? You can look at this thing and you can believe it. You can be as big as an Octavia Living Thesis one day. You just have to work out like at least once every single day, and one day you'll have 8 arms to be an 8/8. Tresaru with Summon Shiva. Summon Shiva is a 5 mana 4/5. This is one of those elemental sagas that's also a creature. Chapter 1 and 2. Heavenly Strike. Tap target creature an opponent controls. That is a very good ability. Put a stun counter on it. That's very, very strong. And also, it's got Diamond Dust. Draw a card for each tapped creature your opponent controls. Oh, so you get a little bit of value out of here. Very good tapper. Basically, isn't this like strictly better Frost Titan? It's like way better Frost Titan. I can't remember how Frost Titan worked exactly, but Frost Titan was 1 more mana. Tapped, but also, oh, this is only when it enters the battle. No, it's like enters the battlefield and also next turn have the same thing but draw cards. What if Frost Titan could draw cards? That's what Summon Shiva is for you. Gotta summon more Shivas around here, less Frost Titans. We got the VTuber channel with Delver of Secrets. Well, I didn't call this the best underrated blue creatures on a budget. But honestly, this is one of the better creatures, period, if you're playing a blue deck. I mean, it has been a Pauper staple for an incredibly long time. I have not seen the Pauper metagame right now. Is it part of those, what's it called, terror decks? I can't remember the lists for the most part. Acquire a Duckling says, Frost Titan doesn't blow up after 3 turns. That is true. Well, look, you're either going to win with Frost Titan or you're going to lose with Frost Titan in 3 turns. Got it? So, I mean, so you better win in 3 turns or lose in 3 turns. Does it blow up? It's actually quite pointless to have a creature. You, getting 1 attack with this thing? Anyway, Delver of Secrets. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You can reveal it if it's an instant or sorcery card, and it transforms into a 3/2. Imagine. I wasn't around when this thing got printed, but it's very funny that this actually was one of the best cards in the game. Like in the game. This was a terror in like almost every single format, especially Legacy. Still is one of the best cards. It's like a vanilla creature. It's more like it doesn't have any. Where's the ETB on this card? Where's the ETB? Where's the activated abilities? Where is its flip trigger ability? It's literally just a 3/2 vanilla. Somehow it's one of the strongest cards of all time. Next up, we do have a super chat from none other than Boulder. Long time no see. Kappa Cannoneer. Oh my god. I actually am a huge fan of Kappa Cannoneer. If I could play it in my Merfolk deck, I would. I don't know how though. It's a 6 mana 4/4 with Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1. It's got Ward 4. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It can't be blocked this turn. Again, with Ward 4, borderline impossible to kill. I'm wondering, can I play this in Merfolk? Is that possible? I have Aether Vial in my deck. I can make some other artifacts. I can put some other artifacts in my deck, like, I don't know, Unlicensed Hearse. Do I have any cards that, like, put artifacts onto the battlefield, like map tokens? I'm thinking about it. I don't have True Name Nemesis in Modern. This is the best thing I can get to it. It basically is True Name Nemesis. Yeah, Ward 4. I mean, even Ward 3 is basically it's like beatable, but not really. But Ward 4 is definitely unbeatable. I mean, no one's gonna have the mana for this thing. It's board wipe or bust. Not to mention, it can't be blocked whenever another creature or artifact you control enters. Sorry, when this creature or another artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on the creature and it can't be blocked. So like nothing can stop you. Kappa Cannoneer plus Mycothan's Lattice, Tech, and Merfolk. Oh my god. What a great idea. It'll never happen though. Well, first off, Lattice is actually, I believe Lattice is banned in Modern. Islarf with Hydroelectric Specimen. You know what's funny is I think actually this card is much more popular as a land than a creature. So it's a 3 mana 1/4. Let's get to the best part of this card is it's a land. It's a Hydroelectric Laboratory actually has more respect than the other side. It's simply a blue land. Yeah, it's a land that doubles as like a blue card. But you can have it enter the battlefield by paying 3 life to have it come into play untapped. If you don't, you can have it come into play tapped and it adds a blue mana. But it also is a creature, and it's got a really relevant ability. You know, I keep forgetting about this card. Maybe I should play a little bit more of it. Flash, when Hydroelectric Specimen enters the battlefield, you may change the target of target instant or sorcery spell with a single target to Hydroelectric Specimen. Deal Redirexies. Protect your good creatures. Throw away your bad creatures. Hydroelectric Specimen. We got Corbinic with Kopala. This is going to be like a virtual. How do I put it? It's almost like a Merfolk. It's a Merfolk day today. By accident. There's a lot of budget Merfolk out there. Kopala, Warden of Waves, a 3 mana 2/2. I thought that this is where Ward came from. I don't think so. I think there was a card even prior to Kopala that used the word Ward for like this sort of, if you target, you have to pay a tax. But I thought it was originally Kopala. Spells your opponents cast that target a Merfolk you control cost 2 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate that target a Merfolk you control cost 2 more to activate. So very good if you are, in fact, playing a Merfolk deck. We have another super chat from Marcio. Benthic Anomaly. Benthic Anomaly is a 7 mana 7/8 Eldrazi Serpent, though. Don't ignore those Eldrazi's. Don't underestimate them. Devoid, when you cast this spell for each opponent, choose a creature that player controls. Create a token that's a copy of one of those creatures, except its power and toughness is equal to the total power of those creatures. Good God. Its toughness is equal to the total toughness of those creatures, and it's a colorless Eldrazi. This is a clone, right? When you cast this spell for each opponent, choose a creature that create a token that's a copy of one of those creatures. This is a weird. It's okay. It's not a clone, but it makes sort of a clone. It's a weird card, but you also get a 7/8 attached to it. It's like it's a 2-in-1 deal. Next, we got Raznab, Emery, the Lurker of the Lock. You have to put this in a very specific deck. This has been printed to crap. Holy crap! Ooh, this is an expensive Emery. Oh, because it's got a serial number on it. Serialized Emery. You got the one out of, what was it, 500? 300? No, 500. It's $400. But you don't need the $400 one. You can get the 41-cent one. 3 mana, 1/2 affinity for artifacts. When it doesn't look like an affinity card. You know, it's not colorless. It's not an artifact itself. But when Emery enters, mill 4 cards. Tap, choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. It's a cool card. It's one of the Merfolk traders. I can't play that card, unfortunately. Okay, we got Mr. DC, Wanderwine Distractor. Distracting you. It's waving its left hand over here when really you should be looking at the right. It's a 4-mana, 4/3 Merfolk wizard. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, target creature an opponent controls gets -3, -0 until end of turn. Honestly, this card looks like poop. Those cards are very bad. But it's a budget card. I'm actually surprised it's even 9 cents. Corbinick says, I think what we are all learning here is the Merfolk are the best deck for the budget. Yeah, everyone's selling out of their Merfolk cards. Man of the Center, you confuse me with the stream hours as European. Hopefully it's going to be less confusing. I'm hoping with an earlier show. We used to do it early. Used to be done in 9 o'clock a long time ago. And we attracted, North America. We got like Asia. And the Europeans all at the same time. So we're back to the morning. Welcome, Cerise. Welcome back. Okay, we have super chats, though. I can't forget about our super chats. Boulder with Dreamtide Whale. Dreamtide Whale, 3 mana, 7/5. It's a Free Willy. Vanishing 2. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, proliferate. Whenever... It's very funny. No one's allowed to play two or more spells per turn. If you try it, you're going to pump up my entire board. In fact, I get to proliferate, which means Vanishing 2 turns into Vanishing Never. I'm never going to vanish around here. All right, next up. Tresar says, thankfully, morning for you is the afternoon for me. Yes, thankfully for that. It hopefully works out for everybody. Coffee and MTG is back. No, it never left, but it's in the morning now. Yeah, I can actually have my coffee, as I do as well. Next, we got Hexenort with Meringue River Regent. Meringue? Sounds like the name of a pie. But this pie is delicious. It is a 6-mana, 6/7 flyer. When this creature enters, return up to 2 other target non-land permanents to their owner's hand. We go boing. Big tempo play. Unfortunately, it does not have instant speed. But I'll tell you what you can do at instant speed. It's got Coil and Catch. This is an Omen. Draw 3 cards and then discard a card. I can't remember. What's the difference between this and Adventure? It's like similar, but they're not the same. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Does it go on an Adventure, or do I only get one side of it, and then that's it? So it's basically like a split card. I just can't remember how the Omens work. You do get 2 cards in one. I just don't know if it's an actual 2-for-1. Drawing 3 cards and discarding 1 card is not bad. The pie is meringue. You shuffle the card back into your library. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's like a split card. So it's a split card, but it's like mostly a creature if you really need it to be a creature. Yeah, you shuffle it back and you might get a dragon later. Hey, well, with all those cards that you're drawing, maybe you already drew another Meringue River Regent. It's not even a problem. Epic Knights. Was it Kairi, the Swirling Sky? Kairi, the Swirling Sky is 6 mana, 6/6 Dragon Spirit. Flying Ward 3. When it dies, choose 1. Return any number of target non-land permanents to total mana value 6 or less to their owner's hands. Or mill 6 cards and return up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. When it dies, you're going to get value absolutely no matter. I don't even know how it dies. Also, Ward 3. Basically, you're going to have a 6/6 flyer that's going to beat them down probably before it even hits the graveyard. But I'll tell you where you can get more of these amazingly valuable cards. It's with my sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. Also, a reminder, shout out to the Fusion Open happening for March 21st to 22nd. I'll definitely be there. I'm going to be playing Modern. Hopefully, I'll be playing Commander too. Because it's for 2 days. I'm not going to play Standard on the second day. Unless I can somehow scrap up a Standard deck, but it's hard. I got to get my Lore and Eclipse cards, and I'll tell you how I'm going to get them. I'm going to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all of my purchases, and it supports the channel. Hopefully, it supports you too, as much as it supports me. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We got super chats. One of them coming from Steve Cooper, the Cytoplast Manipulator, and a dono. Cytoplast Manipulation. Reprint cheap right now. Reprint. Oh yeah, the reprint is cheap. Just came out in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ah! What does Krang look like here? Trying to imitate. Something like that. The Cytoplast Manipulator is a 4-mana 0/0 graft to human wizard mutant. What does he even do? Pay a blue, tap, gain control of target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it for as long as this creature remains on the battlefield. This came from Dissension? Interesting. So we put +1/+1. What? Somehow we put +1/+1 counters on creatures. Gain control of target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it for as long. Okay, yeah, we swipe creatures. That is one ugly reprint. It is the ugliest of reprints. This is hideous. This is nightmare fuel, frankly. Okay, next up we got Lesthian with Archmage's Newt. Archmage's. I did not spell this at all. I spell better. It's a Newt. It's a 2-mana. It's sort of cute. After coming back from Krang over there, can steal Kappa Cannoneers. Can it? You gonna pay the ward 4? Gotta pay that ward 4. I mean, I guess you have 4 mana. You spent 4 mana on this card. No, but you also spend an extra 1 mana to activate this. You gotta be careful. Gain controlling is still targeting. Okay, Archmage's Newt, 2/2. Deals combat damage to a player. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gets flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. That card gains flashback 0 until end of turn. Instead, if Archmage's Newt is saddled, you gotta saddle the Newt. Someone get on that thing. Someone's got to control this Newt around here. Okay, there is a super chat coming from Steve Cooper for free. We'll give it to We're gonna give it to Stormy Cat, the Brazen Borrower. Oh my god, I loved this card until Modern wrecked it. I'll talk about that in a second. And actually, I own this art because this art is very majestic in my opinion. Very nice, very, 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 very nice art. So 3-mana 3/1 with flash. Flying. It can't block anything except flyers, but I don't really care because I'm just flying with it in the air. But that was the problem, is that like now with all the one we have, like there's like Goblin Bombardment, Lava Dart, Orcish Bowmasters, sometimes Wrenn and 6. 1 toughness creatures, they're helpless now. So like this card is only better in like Pioneer and Commander and so on. And it's got Petty Theft. Return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. I thought that was a pretty boss ability. Loved it. Really, really strong. We did Delver of Secrets already. Yeah, one of the best cards, strangely enough. It seems so pathetic in the grand scheme of things. We've got Anna Valley Flood Caller. Flooding the metagame right now. The normal version is under $5. No, this is totally fair. It's fair game. 3-mana 2/2 flash. You may cast non-creature spells as they also had flash. Which is funny because most of them already, like most non-creature spells in people's decks, they're instants. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and you get to untap them. Well, fortunately, this thing is an otter, so this card actually gets the buff. It's basically prowess, and it gets to untap, and you get some combos with this card, and this and that. It does a lot. It does a lot of things. John with the Rootwater Thief. You like your Rootwater Thief, huh? No, this is a card, actually, I don't like so much. I don't know about the rest of you. Is this even CEDH playable? It's a 2-mana 1/2, and for a blue, it can gain flying until end of turn. When it deals combat damage to a player, you can pay 2. If you do, search that player's library for a card. Just remove it from the game, then you shuffle. Like, I don't mind if I am looking through my opponent's deck to steal a card that I can play, this just removes one card from the game. Now, that will shut down some decks. Like, you can hit like Thassa's Oracle or somebody's Laboratory Maniac, and maybe the game is over from there. I find it like quite dirtily. Yeah, I was playing in Commander. I'm like, this card is not really doing enough for me, and I don't know. I don't even know if the combo player at the table is sweating bullets whenever I play this card. But still strong effect if you need to beat those combo players. This is so mean. I love it. You mean like this card ripping out people's combo cards? It can work. Okay, next up we've got, yeah, we did Delver already. Rin with Atuma. I have to say, these budget blue cards, they look fun. Or maybe it's just because I'm a blue player. 4 mana, 3/4. Merfolk Warrior Villain. Very suspicious Merfolk. Other Merfolk you control get +1/+1, and whenever one or more Merfolk you control attack a player, draw a card. I should really actually try to play this card. It's a weird, I should at least play test this thing. It's a Lord, and it turns basically everything into a Svelune. Everything. Majra, a huge fan of the Root Water Thief. Big little Deadfly with the jump scare. Did you mean like did you just see Krang? Did you just notice the Krang? Okay, Mappius, Gran. Oh, what is that card? Oh, this! It's Granny. So we have a blue 1/2. When it becomes tap, draw a card, then discard a card. It's basically the new Merfolk Looter of 2026. When non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, as long as there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. Strictly better. Well, I don't know about strictly better Merfolk Looter, but it's a World Championship card. I'll tell you that much right now. They should bring the World Championship decks back. We can get a gold bordered Gran. Boulder with another super chat. I appreciate all your super chats. Homunculus Horde. Homunculus. It's Homunculus. Homunculus. Okay, how many Horde cards are there? With the word H in front of it. Here we go. What is this? 4 mana 2/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Create a token that's a oh, unfortunately, this creature. Can we buff this creature up somehow? I don't think I would change anything. But it clones as you draw more cards every single turn. We know blue. They love drawing cards. They usually draw more than one. Old boy says, in an alternate universe, Gran is a mythic and costs $35. Yes, maybe if Wizards knew the power level of that card in the first place. If only they knew. They should reprint that card later on as an old Chandra or something. That would be, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. We're going to talk about the Gran. Maybe it is old Chandra. You know, there's time travel in this game. If Chandra aged super hard, maybe Chandra ended. I don't know what this plane is. Where are we in Gran world here? Oh, this is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Maybe it is Chandra anyway. In a witness protection program, went to a different plane, went to the ice, the Arctic. Arrow Wolf with Loyal Drake. Loyal Drake is very loyal at 3 mana. It's a 2/2 flying. Lieutenant, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control your commander, you get to draw a card. So we have a 3 mana 2/2 Howling Mine. Nothing wrong with 3 mana 2/2 Howling Mine. Did I get you, Mr. DC? Merfolk was a Thaumaturgist? Thaumaturgist? What the hell is going on here? 3 mana 1/2, tap. Switch target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Ah, a little bit of manipulation on the opponent's side. That Ball Lightning not so strong anymore. Ball Lightning attacking for 1 instead of 6 in this case. Is it mono blue? It is mono blue. Or Momo Blue, if you want to call it in your case. We're all Momo Blue today. Momo Blue and only. Steve Cooper says the only problem with that is Chandra is so red color pie. Look, when you're in the witness protection program, you're never going to be living near a volcano or something like that. In the witness protection program, you're gonna go the complete opposite where anyone would expect to find you. We got Trees Inquiries with Etherplasm. Etherplasm is a 4 mana 1/1. It's an illusion. So it's not real, people. It's just all a magic trick. Magnets, people, magnets. Whenever etherplasm blocks a creature, you may return etherplasm to its owner's hand. If you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, blocking that creature. The problem is, you would be an absolute fool to attack into the etherplasm. An absolute fool for you to like let your opponent show and tell something into play. Yeah, on the topic of like illusion and magnets, there's something. There's a subreddit called Black Magic, I think, Effery. I'm not going to say the entire word on stream, but like, you know, it's a lot of like really close-up magic tricks, and the answer to everything is magnets, if you don't understand how it works. We have Hollow with Coveted Falcon. We've got, this is a 3-mana 1/4. It's a bird. It's got flying. And when it attacks, gain control of target permanent you own, but you don't control it. Hold on, sorry. Gain control of target permanent you own, but don't control. Okay, so I'm stealing my crap back. Disguise for 2 mana, and when Coveted Falcon is turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control. Draw a card for each one they gain control of this way. What's the idea here? When I'm supposed to like build up a bunch of clues or food and then like give it to somebody and then draw a bunch of cards? Doc Sigma knows that subreddit. Yeah, it is a fun... It's a fun waste of my time. I love wasting my time on social media. Olga says, or you could build a deck around forcing opponents' creatures to attack. That's true. You could do that as well. Yeah, put the lure, not lure. Yeah, force the opponents, goad them into attacking you somehow. Kyle Danger Adams, very dangerous. If you're looking to go with a card to go with Kappa Cannoneer, try the Mechanist Aerial Artisan. Okay, what's going on over here? We got a combo apparently. So it's a 3-mana 1/3 human artificer ally. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. Tap until end of turn. Target artifact token you control becomes a 3/1 construct artifact creature with flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. So, oh, I see. So we can ramp even harder into our Kappa Cannoneer, almost borderline for free, because as we cast more artifacts, we're gonna get like a clue token and make it even cheaper. We're gonna get that discount. At some point, that Kappa Cannoneer is gonna start paying us instead. It's gonna be paying us. Kasu TCG with Ether Channeler. Whoops. Ether Channeler. I must channel the Ether. 3-mana 2/1 human wizard. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. You can return another target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, or you can also draw a card. A little bit of everything around here. Good blink target. You know, you got Ephemerate in your deck. Go for it. You know what? It can also bounce it. No, it has to return another non-land permanent, if anything else. Boulder with the Ruin Crab / Hedron Crab. Thank you so much for your super chats. Ruin Crab. For the crabs out there. Now, you have to put this in a very specific type of deck. It's only one way to do it. You got to be playing a mill deck. Blue 0/3, Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 3 cards. Technically slightly worse from like, okay, that was Hedron Crab. Because Hedron Crab can nail yourself. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, target player mills 3 cards. So if you want to do self-mill to build up your graveyard, Hedron Crab's got your back. Especially if you have fetch lands. Wow, this is the value menu of blue. That is right. It's all value all day. Anyone who hasn't got a card yet? I don't think Anna got a card. Oger. What is this? Pack Patique? Deepest Epoch? I don't know how to pronounce this name. Came from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, though, so I can't blame Universes Beyond. 4 mana, 4/3 God. Flying. Whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound. When Oger Pack Patique dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. That means it has a second side. And it's a Temple of Cyclical Time. Tap for a blue. Remove a time counter from Temple of Cyclical Time. Huh? Time counter? How many time counters are there on here? For 3 mana, tap transform What time count? Remove a time counter from Temple of Cyclical of Time. That's it. Oh, hold on. Does it have time counters? Returns battlefield transform. Oh, it came with the time counters. It came with why? For 3 mana, tap transform Temple of Cyclical Time. Activate only if it has no time counters on it and only as a sorcery. All right, we have to take our time. It's a cycle. It's a very strange card, to be honest. It needs time counters to add mana. All the other flip cards in the past didn't do that. I can just add mana for nothing. But I guess the plus side is I get to transform it and get back to the 4/3. Okay, we're gonna take a look at more of the budget blue cards. We do have to thank our sponsor, Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online. My favorite place to play Magic: The Gathering, because I get to play all the best paper formats, especially if you're a competitive player. Do you like to play Standard? Are you afraid of your Standard cards becoming worthless after rotation? We don't worry about that on Magic Online. When you rent with Mana Traders, it's cheaper because your cards don't become worthless. You're just renting cards perpetually, back and forth. For a monthly subscription price, you get to play any deck at any time and always stay on top of the metagame, no matter what sets or what cards get banned at any point in time. You can support the channel using coupon code Nikachu_649 for 40% cashback on your 3rd month subscription. And back to our wonderful budget blue cards. Okay. I left of 2 years and now there's 2 ads now. Well, I separate them. They used to be at one. They used to be combined. I separate the ad portions because I noticed like people can't last through like 30 seconds or a minute of ads. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna chop it up. Just like you take a big dump, you got to chop it up into several pieces. Or it clogs the show, just like it clogs the toilet. You know what I mean? Indiana Jones with Trade Wind Rider. Oh, a classic. Super classic card. 4 mana for a 1/4 flying. Tap to untap creatures you control to return target permanent to its owner's hand. We don't have anything like this by today's standard, do we? I can't think of anything where it's like tap a bunch of permanents and bounce something. I think that's it. It's just Trade Wind Rider. They don't want to improve on perfection. Corbinic's like, I'm eating, Nikachu. Well, yeah, I know. Some people are eating in the morning. Look, some people are also taking a dump in the morning at the same time. Oh, well, sorry, I don't think anyone's eating on the toilet, is what I mean. But sometimes you eat and then you go to the toilet. Let's end with Y'shtola Rule. Ugh. I'm not spelling out Y'shtola. Or am I? No, I'm not. Y'shtola Rule. We have a cat waifu. Is a 6 mana 3/5 cat druid. At the beginning of your end step, exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Then if it's the first end step of the turn, there's an additional end step after this turn. Why do we need more than one end step? I guess we want to double the triggers at end of turn. That's how it works around here. Rakta says someone is probably eating on the toilet statistically. Statistically, it's actually quite high, especially when it comes to YouTube and mobile users. A lot of people, they're like, okay, I'm going to be here for a little while. Let's turn on Coffee and MTG. If you're on the toilet right now, you let me know in the comments section below. We need data. I know how many people live are on here, but definitely on the replay. Boulder with another super chat. Thank you so much, Boulder. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. That used to be a classic. Jace. Maybe for some people, it's still pretty good. It is a penny under $5. 2 mana for a 0/2, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 5 or more cards in your graveyard, exile Jace and turns into Jace Telepath Unbound. This was also a strictly better Merfolk looter at the time. +1, up to 1 target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn, so no attacking me. -3, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So it was like a Snapcaster Mage. And it's got an emblem whenever you cast at -9. Whenever you cast a spell, a target opponent puts the top 5 cards of their library into their graveyard. I think it's an awful one, though. Aurora says, not eating on the toilet, but am eating and need to use the toilet right now. There you go. Cherry's like, I'm not in the toilet right now, but I was. Exactly. I know my people. Okay, I know how this works. I know user behavior. Kasu, TCG Spy Network. not a creature. Did I let any non-creatures through? I don't think I did. It's only creatures today. Sorry about that. But don't worry. Well, one day we're gonna do budget instants and sorceries and everything else. Eventually, one day. Turiat with Scourge of Fleets. Oh boy, it's Moby Dick. I can't remember. Is Moby Dick the whale? I think it's the whale, not the sailor. It's a 5-mana 6/6 Kraken. When Scourge of Fleets enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. Big, well, I guess here they're called a Kraken. Is there any whales in this game? If it's big enough, it's a Kraken. Cassie was like, I'll find a good one to compensate. I believe in you. 100%. Ahab was the captain. The thing is, like, you know, Frankenstein, you know, when I was growing up, I thought the monster was Frankenstein, when it turns out it's like the guy who created the monster was Frankenstein. So I can't trust anything I know anymore. Are we talking mono blue? We are talking mono blue. It's mono blue all day, all night. We already did that one. Burbo Lithration. And with that, we have another super chat from Steve Cooper. Chrome Host Seed Shark. Chrome Host. Another dono. We have 3-mana 2/4 Phyrexian Shark. Oh yeah, this card is great. Flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, incubate X, where X is that spell's mana value. Gotta play. You know, the key with this card is you want to play with delve cards. Cards that are like really expensive, but not really. So like Treasure Cruise, for example, is 8 mana. But if you discount the delve, it's 1 mana. But you're going to get incubate 8 off of this card. Yeah, so very, very good value. So basically, play cards that are very expensive, but with cost reduction. And you'll cash in big time. Of course, Cerise with the Icefall Regent. I've never forgotten your love for dragons. With on the island of Cerise, there'll be a lot of dragons. We have a 5-mana 4/3 dragon. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. We have another Ice Titan. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control the Icefall Regent. It says permanent. Spells your opponents cast that target Icefall Regent cost 2 more to cast. A little bit more payable. This is like Ward before they made Ward, right? Arch enemy. No, this came from Dragons of Tarkir. This is super old. Something unsettling about that art, the shark artwork. This one. Well, it's a robot. This is what AI is going to create one day. We're going to have flying sharks. Flying sharks, people. Boneless faceplant with a hapless researcher. This is a blue. Oh, this is a super chat from Steve Cooper. You get the dono. Hapless faceplant. We have a blue 1/1. Sack it. Draw a card, then discard a card from your hand. Honestly, not the best card. But it's a wizard, I guess. You'd put this in your wizard deck. I don't know the synergy for this card. Maybe you put this in a mono blue dredge deck? Maybe? You know, I'm not doubting that you get some value out of this for 1 mana, but it's awkward. It's a bit of an awkward card, in my opinion. Next up, we've got Voltlin, Hydroman. Oh my god, Hydroman! Totally forgot about this card. The Fluid Felon. Blue for a 2/2. When you cast a blue spell, if Hydroman is a creature, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Should have been permanent. As at the beginning of your end step, untap Hydroman. Until your next turn, he becomes a land and gains tap out of blue. We got a land that also doubles as a creature sometimes. It's Blue Steve, yeah, sure. Next super chat from Marcio. Thing in the Ice / Awoken Horror. This card has been forgotten. I mean, it's still good because it's a 2-mana 0/4 with Defender. Has 4 Ice Counters, but as you play instants and sorceries, you can remove the Ice Counters. When there are none left, it turns into the 7/8. And by the way, it bounces all non-horror creatures to their owner's hand. It's like a Cyclonic Rift for creature versus creature decks. Okay, Leon Corgi, Laboratory Maniac. It's funny, no one mentioned Thas. Is Thassa's Oracle too much money? 3 mana for a 2/2. If you draw a card, well, the library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. This card is actually still pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive for an uncommon. It's like $1. In some cases, some versions of this card are actually almost $5. Oh, if you want the old border, yeah, I would pay extra money for the old border. Old border fans, you gotta hit that thumbs up button. I'm a huge old border fan. There are very few cards I do not want to have old border. Old border just hits differently. Casu with Tide Spout Tyrant. Now the question is this under $5? It is. It's been printed quite a few times. So for 8 mana, you get what you pay for. It's a 5/5 flyer. But when you cast a spell, you return permanents back to their hand. Infinite boomerangs. All of a sudden, Treasure Cruise also draws cards and bounces everything back to their the opponent's hands. Thoracle is $20. That's a lot of money. I have to take a mortgage out on my home to buy Thassa's Oracle. Too much money. We got John Hogue with VNWXT. What kind of name is that? Verbose host. Why, yes, I would like Brainstorm to draw 6. Thank you very much. Who wouldn't? So it's a 2-mana 0/4. It's got Start Your Engines. Oops. You have no maximum hand size. Max speed. If you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. 6 cards? What did you say? I would like my Brainstorm to draw 6? How? You would only draw 5, right? If you would draw a card... Oh! It counts for every single one. That is sick. Yeah, draw 6 off of it. That's not bad at all. Steve Grivers, I should sell my Thor Coles. Thor Coles, you have more than one? Steve Cooper here. Master speculator of Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle, cheapest to go $22. So it's a good thing I don't need that for my Merfolk deck. It's more of a Merfolk trader, if anything. Raktus, I don't think you got a card yet. Prodigal Sorcerer with a big smiley face. Oh, this is just Timmy. 3 mana 1/1 tap, deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Is anyone still playing with Tim in 2026? You gotta let us all know. Boulder's got another super chat. The Chasm Skulker. This is a big commander favorite. 3 mana 1/1. Whenever you draw a card, you put a +1/+1 counter on your Chasm Skulker. And when it dies, you create X 1/1 blue squiddies. Squid creature tokens with Island Walk, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on your Chasm Skulker. Wipe the board all you want. I'm gonna get... If you destroy me, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Teutonic Nightmare with Padim. Katsu, don't you know what NCY means? It means no card yet. You got a card already. Also, isn't that card a black card, or is that actually a blue card? Okay, Padim, Console of Innovation, is a 4 mana 1/4 Vidalcan Artificer. Now, artifacts you control have hexproof. That's good. It's protection. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest mana value or tied for the highest mana value, you also get to draw a card. It's no problem. We're going to get that Kappa Cannoneer and play like super fast. Super speedy fast. It's going to be the biggest thing on board. Oh damn, you didn't know it? Oh, you're just trying to blend in with everybody else. That's why some people go N2CY, because that means they haven't got 2 cards yet. But I try to prioritize right now the people who have not got a single card. But that's why you can super chat. Just like Boulder. Boulder is super chatting to get millions of cards on the show. It's very pay to win around here. 6 mana for a 3/2, Archetype of Imagination. Creatures you control have flying, so you have great evasion for everything that you have. And creatures your opponents control, ooh, they lose flying, and they can't have or gain flying. No flying for you. Flying for thee, but not... Sorry, no flying for thee, but all for me. Gillum says, oh yeah, I play that card in Azorius. It's great. I don't know exactly which one you're talking about. Maybe the Chasm Skulker? Maybe? Okay, so now the pay to win part of this. Balder. The Mind Skinner. What is that? It's like slicing a piece of my mind off. Ah, yes, the triple blue 10-1. Did you build a mill deck, Balder? You've been suggesting a lot of mill cards today. Can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. Just have to double the power on this thing, and your opponent's going to have no deck in no time. Okay, K-Row, the Enigma Jewel. I don't think this is a creature. If I remember correctly. Or is it a creature on the other side? It's not even a creature on the other side. Total fail. Disqualified. Oh, damn. That's right, oh, damn. I have a title on these shows for a reason, you know. Anyone else with no card yet? I think we just did this one. Okay, we're on to no 2 cards yet now, people. Is the reality chip a creature? The reality chip. I know it's an equipment. Okay, it's technically a creature. It's a 2-mana 0/4. You can look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as the reality chip is attached to a creature, you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Oh, so you can reconfigure for 3. Put it on something else. Oh, one of my favorites. One of my favorite cards I do not play. Psy Master Thopterist. I love everything about this card. 3-mana 1/4, and when you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. So you get it's like an army in a can, plus you have evasion. And for 2 mana, you can sack 2 artifacts to draw a card. You could even sack those Thopters. Anyway, I like card draw. I like blue. I also like artifacts. It basically does everything I want in one card. Does hybrid count? It does not. We'll have a multicolor show one day. Someday. But not today. Gillum with Trophy Mage. Cube Staple, I believe. Cube Staple, Trophy Mage. 3-mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost 3. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Really important, it didn't say equipment. So you can get any artifact that you want. You could even get Trinisphere for the people that hate Trinisphere. Big time hate Trinisphere. Rakdos with Winged Sliver. I'm a simple, annoying man. Winged. You also like Kindred. Apparently, the Kindred of Slivers. Also, Slivers is like sort of playable in pre-modern. If you want to get a Sliver fix. It's a 2-mana 1/1. All Slivers have flying. Just don't run into the Changeling player. They will absolutely love you. It's like, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do at all. Sliver detected. Threat player. Wow, are there people so angry about Slivers? I didn't know Slivers were that hated. It's like, I thought they were like innocent. It's not like they always have Crystalline Sliver out, you know? We got John Doe in the house with World Queller. It sounds like a white card. It is a white card. Gets tons of value against 3 opponents. But the problem is, it needs to be blue today. This is disqualified. It says, best blue creatures on a budget. We did the white show already, unfortunately. I don't know when World Queller will come around again. One day we'll do a show with World Queller. Arrow says, Slivers are just boring. The worst of the worst kind of Kindred decks. Unbelievable. The reviews here. It's hell in Brawl. Oh, Slivers are pretty good in Brawl right now? Interesting. I didn't know they made Slivers have a comeback. Tresaro, Sphinx of the Second Sun. Sphinx of the Second. What happened to the first sun? Steve Cooper says, what if a creature subtype's whole gimmick was everything is a lord is a crazy concept? Yeah, I know. I think and they should have stuck it to it like that. The future Slivers were like, all of my Slivers do this thing instead of all the Slivers. The mirror match must be crazy. It's crazy. It should have been like that. Okay, 8 mana for a 6/6 Sphinx flying. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, there is an additional beginning phase after this phase. And just a reminder, everyone, the beginning phase includes the untap, upkeep, and draw steps. That's it, actually. So after your post-combat, you get another begin. You get the whole kit and caboodle. No extra. See, the red cards, you just get an extra combat, like an extra attacking step or whatever. But here you get the whole beginning phase. After your first combat main phase. Oh, so instead of extra combat step, we get a whole extra beginning of our turn all over again. It does include the untap. And maybe phasing our stuff in. Old boy says, have we done a show like cards that feel blue but that aren't actually blue? That's a good idea. We could do the same thing for red, white. I like that. I like that idea so much that we're definitely gonna do it. Cards that feel color but not actually. That's such a cool idea. Beautiful. Thanks for the suggestion. Next we got pay to win super chats. Boulder. With what is it? IYMRITH Desert Doom. Oh, is this an actual card? IYMRITH. Oh, it is a card for Cerise. Okay, so pay to win for Boulder's significant other. We have a 5-mana 5/5 dragon. Another dragon card in the house. Flying, as most dragons should. It's Imrith. Desert Doom has Ward 4 as long as it's untapped. Damn. Attacking is its only vulnerability. When Imrith deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Then if you have fewer than 3 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. That's huge value. If you have fewer than 3 cards in hand, it's basically, it reminds me, it's a dragon version of, what's it called? The Quantum Riddler, except no ETB, you have to attack. Gotta do a little work here. Titanic Nightmare says, maybe for the next Card Answers the Last Card stream, we force all entries to say, in response, I cast, in their message, make it seem like an actual game of Magic. Okay, we'll think about it. Yeah. In response, I cast this. Okay, fan factor. April O'Neil. I'm not entirely sure what color should be a news color, but I don't know if blue is the right one. Is it? Maybe it is. If news was a color in the color pie, does it even have a color? Maybe it should be colorless. Anyway, it's a 4-mana 1/5 human scientist. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. Ooh, that's at the beginning of your end step. We draw a card for each card type. So if I play an artifact, instant, and creature, I draw 3 cards. That's insane. It's just insane. Black and white should be the colors of information. Blue is all about knowledge and information. Okay, you know what? You have a really, really good point there. Black and white because newspaper. Okay, you know what? I think you guys make a solid case. The news should be blue. Next up, we've got Aerowolf with another dragon. It's a dragon show all of a sudden. It started as a merfolk show, then a sliver show, now a dragon show. It is a 6-mana 5/6 dragon flying as long as you control 4 or more artifacts. Shimmer Dragon is hexproof. Beautiful. Tap 2 untap artifacts, and we draw a card off of that? That is insane. Just play a few artifacts. So if I have 4 more artifacts, I now have this 5/6 flying, borderline indestructible creature that will draw me 2 cards a turn because I have 4 artifacts in play. News should be black because it's evil. Well, it depends on the news source, Kyle. Depends on the news source. Next, we've got... Well, hold on. There's another case that April O'Neil could be another color, but like the news entity, like if there was an artifact or enchantment that was the news, it could be blue. But anyway, I think everyone made a good point that April O'Neil could be blue. Black and white are blue's neighbor colors because they like to control information. Oh, true story. Okay, next we got Indiana Jones, simple with clone. There it is. It's clone. 4 mana, copy a creature. Kasu with Gandalf. Gandalf. Which one? Friend of the Shire. 4 mana, 2/4. It's got flash, so you're not going to see him coming. You may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, as your ring bearer, draw a card. You know what's crazy? This card is only... This card borderline just came out once and has like a million... There's like a million Gandalf Friend of the Shires arts. Look at this. This came out in one set. I want to see... I want to view all the... Hold on. I want to see all the prints. This is all the prints for this card. Isn't this insane? This is just borderline nuts. Stores have to keep track of all this stuff. I feel sorry for them. Next. Gandalf the Blue. Yeah. It's an absolute flavor fail. Sorry. Flavor fail in the grand scheme of things. Kill him with Artificer's Assistant. Is this the bird? It is the bird. 1 blue for a 1/1 flying. Whenever you cast a historic spell, scry 1. Remember, historics, they're artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. They all be historic around here. Airwolf says, nothing wrong with millions of copies of cards. I'm sure it's not confusing for the player bases or sellers at all. Oh, yeah. A little hint of sarcasm, I think. Just a smidge, a hint of sarcasm. Old boy with the Curiosity Crafter. Curiosity Crafter is a 4 mana 3/3 flyer. You have no maximum hand size, so people who are huge fans of, what is it, Reliquary Tower, they might like the Curiosity Crafter. Whenever a creature token you control deals combat damage to a player, also draw a card. I'm a big fan of anything that draws a card, especially upon attacking or damage. Balder with another super chat. Thank you so much, Balder, today. We got Tygum. What is this? Tygum. Master. Opportunist. You gotta seize the day. Mom Spaghetti. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. But you gotta take that opportunity, says Tygum. 2 mana 2/2 with Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. And if it doesn't have Suspend, it's going to gain Suspend. Cast a second spell. Ooh, we get more. We get extra copies of it, and it's going to come back. This Tygum is fun. There's many Tygums out there. Tygums for days. The Big Squig. I don't think you got a card at all. Why don't you say NCY? Mirror Mad Phantasm. Mirror Mad Phantasm. A 5 mana 5/1 spirit with flying. And for 2 mana, Mirror Mad Phantasm's owner shuffles it into the library. If that player does, they reveal cards on the top and of that library until the card named Mirror Mad Phantasm is revealed. The player puts that card onto the battlefield and all other cards revealed this way into the graveyard. Wow! This is like the biggest graveyard enabler of all time. So if this is only one card in your deck, you shuffle into your library, reveal cards from the top of your deck, you put the rest into your graveyard. That could be absolutely insane. Think of all the triggers that will happen. Gillum says, with a name like that, you would think it would be a clone effect. Yeah, the Mirror Mad Phantasm. Like all the illusions. It sounds like a clone effect. Lestian with Scholar of the Lost Trove. Scholar of the Lost. Just got banned from Historic. Really? Don't know why. Card looks bad to me. Oh, Historic is just living in its own world. It is confirmed. This is banned in Historic. Does anyone know why? Why did this card hit the ban list? 7 mana 5/5 flyer. When Scholar of Lost Trove enters the battlefield, you may cast target instant, sorcery, or artifact card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If an instant or sorcery spell cast this way will be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. There has to be a combo to this. And how the world let this combo go like completely unrestricted for so long, I have no idea. Arrowwolf Arts. What if you kill it in response to instant empty library? Oh, that's a great question. So for 2 mana, Mirror Mad Phantasm's owner shuffles it into their library. Oh yeah, you could kill in response. Your whole graveyard goes to your your whole deck goes to the graveyard. That's how I'm interpreting it. Yeah, does anyone know why? I guess we'd have to look up the BNR explanation. I usually skip the historic section. That usually is not very relevant to me. New Thoracle combo piece. You have to make sure it if it does, Raznab says. If that player does. Oh, that's right. Okay, reading more of the card explains the card. That's right. Okay. That's a great catch, Raznab. Thank you so much. Okay, Will Anderson. Spellstutter Sprite. Still sees play today in Pauper Fairies. 2-mana 1/1 flash flying, and when it enters the battlefield, counter target spell with converted mana cost X or less, where X is the number of fairies you control. I like this card because it can counter 0-drops no matter what. There's a lot of good 0-drops in the deck, in the game, especially from especially Cascaders. Christopher B woke up. The bespoke battle wagon. Where have you been? You like show up right at the end, actually. Okay, technically a blue card. And Christopher B is making up for lost time, it appears. This is a 4-mana 5/6 vehicle. Tap, you get 2 energy. Tap, pay 2 energy, tap target creature. Tap, pay 3 energy, draw a card. Pay 4 energy. I don't know if we're getting enough energy out of this card. Pays more than it gets. Bespoke Battle Wagon becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. But you don't need it to always be a creature. It can be a creature in the first place by just crewing it. Crew it up. Just get in there, Christopher B. It's an indestructible creature. Or it looks indestructible. It looks like, it looks like, what's it called? What's that creature type? Like, it's a Juggernaut or something. Christopher B, so sleepy, still recommends non-creatures. Oh yeah, this is a vehicle. Disqualified. All right, you have a second shot. Thopter Fabricator. Are these all? These are all vehicles. They have to be. Chris was almost defeated by Daylight Savings Time. Almost, yeah. I think it's a little confusing. Do you have a single creature here? You're naming a bunch of artifacts. Uthros, Research Craft. I don't even know if that one is an artifact. Sorry, if that one's a creature. Okay, this one's got to be a creature. Emrakul's Messenger. There. Is this even considered blue? Devoid, this card has no color. I don't know, like, is this a blue card in hand? I don't think so. Is Emerald, like, I don't know if this is technically a blue card. Yo, count it. I guess we're gonna have to count it. Okay, or maybe Elder Deep Fiend is better. Elder Deep Fiend. Is this a blue card? No, this is worse. These are like blue, it's like blue identity. Okay, whatever, we're gonna count Emrakul's Messenger. I gotta end the show at some point. 2-mana, 2/1, Devoid Flyer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, get a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sack this creature, add a colorless. All right, that's it. I did a Devoid earlier. All right, we're gonna have to count it then. It's canon. It's if I screwed up, which I don't think I did because this is my show, I can do whatever I want. As usual, or not as usual, the new time now is Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we are in the evening, everyone. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Might be very early or very late for the Europeans, but I know a lot of people who can never be part of the show. They love the evening shows. We're going to have a few more evening shows going on from here on out. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you Super Chat to be part of the show, or even Super Chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much, everybody here. Oh, Boulder's throwing in a super chat for absolutely no reason at the end here. It's been 7 months. Where's the main channel video, bro? Tolarian Terror or Stormtide Leviathan? I would say Tolarian Terror. I'm working on it. I know I'm an abomination. I need to get more videos out there. I am working on it. I'm working on it immediately after this show. That's for sure. Thanks to everyone who shows up here today. People like, we got Lil Deadfly. Lil Deadfly was here the entire time. Gillum, Boulder, Steve Cooper, Old Boy, Indiana Jones. We have Arrow Wolf, the Big Squid, Christopher B, Raznab, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.